In the Trifecta case have started in the Kimberley High Court. Former Northern Cape ANC Chair John Block and Trifecta Director Christo Scholtz were convicted last year on charges of corruption and money laundering. The case relates to the lease of buildings to the Northern Cape Department of Social Development on behalf of the South African Social Security Agency, SASSA. The department rented buildings owned by Trifecta at several places in the province, including Kimberley, Upington and Springbok. Well, this has been an ongoing court battle, and our reporter Ulrich Hendricks is at the Kimberley High Court. He joins us now for more on proceedings. Ulrich, good afternoon to you. Before we get into things, a bit of a twist in proceedings there today. John Block laying a complaint against the presiding judge. Is that right? Tell us a bit more.
Yeah, John Block has indicated that he's laid a complaint against the presiding judge, Putuane, citing alleged irregularities during the case and as well as bias. He claims in an affidavit that was read in court while he was making an application for a special entry that was legal representatives overheard her speaking to another judge, which he just refers to an unidentified black judge, who then colluded to basically make to Judge Putuane, apparently in the telephone call made references to this case, saying that she doesn't have or doesn't have the right to find him guilty, and the other judge then just urging her to basically find him guilty. He then laid a complaint with the JSC, and he has also made an application for a special entry now, which she will make a ruling on when she convenes court at around 2 o'clock.
All right, so how does this affect the case going forward, and what else are we expecting today after they resume at 2 o'clock?
Well, in terms of the case where we are now, John Block has already been found guilty of corruption and money laundering, as well as his company and the co-accused Christo Scholtz and the Trifecta group of companies as well. So in terms of that, sentencing procedure was supposed to start today, running until tomorrow. Excuse me, the judge would have then given them a sentence. So after making a ruling for this special entry application that they made today, I spoke to a lawyer who's been observing this case, who's not involved, but just observing this case. He told us that this basically has an impact should John Block then decide to take this matter on appeal to the SCA in Bloemfontein. He's already, as you'll recall, earlier in this trial, made an application for the judge to recuse herself, also citing bias in that application. That was then rejected by Judge Putuane. So she'll make a ruling at 2 o'clock. Then she can then either continue with the sentencing, or she can postpone it. But legal experts, as I said, we've spoken to some of them, say that this doesn't have an impact on the sentencing procedures that's supposed to start today and should run to tomorrow. It basically it will have an impact on an appeal should John Block and this co-accused decide to do that.
All right, Ulrich, thank you very much for that update. Ulrich Hendricks live from the Kimberley High Court in the Northern Cape. We'll take a